Good morning. We are heading over to the Peak District today to complete a circular route that includes Mam Tor. We set off around 8:20 in the morning as we are based near York, and we have about an hour and a half drive to get to the Peak District. This winding bit of road here is called Winnats Pass, which does actually take you directly to the National Trust car park at the foot of Mam Tor. I would highly recommend just going straight to the National Trust car park and paying the £9 if you don't have a membership yourself, as when we were on our way through there was so many cars parked on the side of the road that already had parking tickets in their windows in the morning. So we just went straight to the car park, paid the £9, as we stupidly don't have a membership yet, but that absolutely is on my 2026 to-do list so far. I was just showing you the information there. Here I am at the back of the van, just about to get layered up. I'm wearing my brand new Rab Geon hoodie. I got this for Christmas, but they are available at Inglesport if you like the look of it. It pairs very, very well with my trusted Cirrus vest. I've had this for years and it's absolutely brilliant. It packs up into its own pocket, which is really handy. I then pair this under my waterproof jacket, which is the Rab Kinetic jacket. This, again, it does actually have a stuff sack, but I lost it. I literally have no idea when. I've had this jacket for years and it's a trusted favourite. These three items are probably my favourite little trio. A nice base layer that keeps you warm and is comfortable, and then a warm insulating air mid layer, and then a waterproof or a windbreaker on the top, paired with a Rab headband. I will always choose a nice headband over a woolly hat any day. So here we are about to set off. That's Toby in front of me wearing his microlight alpine jacket. And we went, I think, the wrong way. I don't know if there is a right or a wrong way, but we got to the Mam Tor trig point within a couple of minutes. It was, when I say it was windy, like, yeah, it was windy to say the least. It was very busy. A lot of people had the same idea this day apparently. We moved on quite swiftly because the dog was not a fan of the wind. He doesn't like to be uncomfortable for too long. Can't say I blame him. So here we are, just making our way along the route. It was much more pleasant as the wind kind of settled on the other side of the fell. Considering it wasn't the brightest day, we still got some really lovely views, and we actually had a really, really lovely time on that was Toby waving in the background there. Here we are walking up Loss Hill. There was a couple more people here as well. It got a little bit busier at random points, I've got to say. But yeah, we're just walking along, lots of lovely views. It was very cold, it was very windy. I was just glad it wasn't raining, because that would have been a recipe for disaster, especially for my dog. Like I mentioned before, he doesn't like being uncomfortable. But yeah, we just kind of carried on. We did actually go wrong here. We carried on down past that gate. We were supposed to turn right, so we kind of had to backtrack a little bit. But here we are going into this lovely, lovely little sheltered bit of woodland. I was so grateful to get here because the trees protected us from that wind for what felt like only 10 seconds, but it was a really great relief, even though the ground was really, really muddy, as you can tell there. Even the dog's trying to avoid it, which is really saying something. Now, I didn't record for a little while here as we were going downhill and it was very, very slippy, and I got exactly what was coming to me as I kept laughing at Toby, thinking he was going to fall over, and instead it was me who hit the deck. I went sliding right down and got completely muddied up. So yeah, I just couldn't get my phone out for a little while. But here we are walking over this road on our way back to the car park, which is this road that's kind of obviously been affected by a landslide at some point from the looks of things. It looks way more impressive in person. But here we are back at the coffee van. This is the Bean on the Edge van, and it had everything you could possibly want after a really windy, cold walk, especially after you've just fallen over for the first time in about a decade. So there we are, having our hot chocolates, and there's Mam Tor on the way back, leaving the car park, and this is us going back down Winnats Pass. A little bit busier at this time in the day, but it wasn't long before we were driving down our road back towards our little village near York, and we saw that the sun was setting, so I thought it'd be nice to video that. Thanks for coming along with us today. I hope you enjoyed.